Hello, empowered empaths, and welcome to the Power of Healing Your Energy show. I'm Christine Gold, and I'm a spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, and old soul healer. This is a live show and podcast all about unconditional love, your light, your intuition, and your soul's purpose. Season 2, episode 38. This is a solo episode all about shadow work and authenticity. And this is also the last show until September. Happy summer, everyone. Depression and anxiety are a side effect of not living your life intuitively, not trusting your gut, the lost connections with yourself and others. And I truly believe healing is the end of conflict within yourself, and that healing begins where the ego ends. This is season 2, and you can find us live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 Mountain, 6 Eastern. A new guest and topic every week. Your soul's purpose is here. Replays can be found on my Facebook and YouTube pages. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please follow, and please rate and review wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I am also going live on Instagram, and I'm in a new space. I'm actually in in a Backbone co-working office. I've been here all week. As I'm not at home, I'm traveling, so it's kind of exciting to be part of this energy. And this is the last show for the summer until September 1st, when we start again for season 3. And I just want to thank everyone who has been with me this year, last year, and coming up. And if you are new, or if you're a follower of the show, please say hello. I also want to give a shout out to Instagram. This is the first time I have actually gone live on Instagram while doing the show. So I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. I am also on Twitch. So I'm saying hello to the Twitch viewers as well, because this is brand new. I thought, I might as well say hello to them. You've got people all over the world. And this is season 2, episode 38, all about shadow work. And why am I bringing up shadow work? Because I feel we've been, working on this for quite a while. And today is 7/7 portal too. So July 7th, right? You've got that 7/7 energy. And if you've been feeling a little foggy and tired, that is the energy right now, because we are going through, like I've been, pulled a few cards as well. It's going through the eye of the needle. And sometimes, when you have to go, it feels like you're being squeezed, right? And then everything just opens up. So please let me know how you're feeling, whether it's here live. If you're on the replay, say hello. If you're on Instagram, say hi. If you're on Twitch, say hello. And let me know how you're doing at this, pretty sacred time. I wrote down a few things here, about the portal. And really, I feel it coincides with the shadow work and the authenticity. And hi, Liz. Nice to see you on Instagram. This is the first time we're going live here. I thought I would, since everything was here, I was going to set it up. So, talking about rebirth, talking about chariot. I have a few friends who are tarot readers, and they talk about the sevens, and it's tied to that chariot energy. So it's an inner transformation going on right now. We're breaking that tower energy, the tower where I don't know if you've seen a tarot card or even that image being in the tower. I think of Rapunzel. She had to let down her hair. You're up there. You feel like you're all alone. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're chained. You feel like you're a prisoner, but really you're not. You have the key. You have the key, and you can choose at any time to release yourself, to unlock what you think has been locked down. Interesting, I say locked down anyways, because I know, depending on where you are in the world, many of us are, I talk about that in our July energy update as well. And if you don't follow me on YouTube, that was the only place I released it. So go and have a look at that. It's basically a weather report, a forecast of what's going on for July. Pull a few cards. There were some themes. There was revamping, getting closer. And I feel like closer to our authentic selves. I'm absolutely feeling this. I mean, with everything that's going on, and all of the upheavals, dealing with a lot of death as well. But that's all transformation. That's all, the work that we've been doing. Yeah. Hi, Karath. So nice to see you. Blessings to you, Sonia, as well. And Karath is just saying roller coaster. Yep. Yeah. Roller coaster. Definitely. And I'm sure we've seen that meme where you're on the coaster and the only person that's enjoying it are your spirit guides, your team, while you're screaming, going, "Oh gosh, when is this going to end?" Right? So yeah, we've been feeling a little bit foggy right now, opening up to others, opening up to ourselves. We're communicating differently. You might even have people coming up to you that wouldn't normally talk to you, and you're feeling like sharing more. And there's a lot of traveling and movement right now, and taking action. Absolutely. I mean, I'm very close to securing my RV. And like I said, I'm hitting the road. And, it might be scary, but I also feel it very freeing. I'm ready to let go and just be. And wherever, I feel like a feather floating. That's what I feel like. I don't know about you guys. But you know what? The feather, if you think about the feather, it's not aimless. It has a purpose. And we have a purpose in everything. We just need to let go of what that used to look like, right? Going back to normal. And we have our freedom. We always had our freedom. We are just seeing it in a new way. Hi, Tara Lynn. Hi, Chacharella Bella. I like that on Instagram. Yeah, say hello, everybody. But this is new energies, totality. We're tuning in. We're trusting life. We are stop listening to all the false voices and all the narratives and all the BS. And BS also stands for belief systems, because your belief systems are BS, right? So we're relearning things that we thought, right? Here we go. Back to the ego. And I'm really liking this Yeti mic. It's pretty spectacular. Anyways, so really we're listening to our inner voices, and we're getting out of our heads. And really, I feel this as well. There's only one or two people that you can really trust right now. And there's others that just can't reach you anymore. You can say that as a leveling up, or, people just kind of, they're there for a reason or a season or a lesson. You've heard that one too, but I feel like we're really expanding and coming into who we are. It's an inner birth. And I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying my own company. And I'm really hearing the song here, Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way. Right? Come on, everybody. Let's sing. All right. Yeah. And Karath is just saying, open the wings and fly with the flow. Yeah. Like the hummingbird. That, there's a reason I had this on my shirt. There's many reasons, but working with animals, with nature. Yesterday I was out and at a lake, and they were talking about some of the critters that were there, hummingbirds and ducks and all this. And then it said blue heron. And I'm like, wow. To my dad, I said, that would be amazing. Normally I see them, pretty much wherever I go. And halfway through our walk, we're just looking across the lake, and what comes in off to the left? Blue heron. So what am I saying here? I'm saying, if you ask, if you're open to all possibilities, you're letting possibilities come in. And just the very thought of me, recognizing the universal messages, the signs and symbols that come in, the blessings, the more you talk about it, speak about it, it comes into your field, and it's just naturally who you are. It's naturally, you don't have to strive or fight or push, because the more you push, the less it's going to happen, because you're trying to control. And the ego wants to control. The ego wants a timeline. The ego, it's got to be done this way. Or you have other people, chattering, oh, it's got to be this or that. Or, well, if it's not working, then drop it. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to drop into myself and do the shadow work. And the shadow work is, you kind of see the shadow, like it feels like you're boxing or fighting with yourself. That's kind of the image I see. But now, we're taking the gloves off, and we're just going to give ourselves a big hug. And we're going to tell each other that we're beautiful. Everything is working out. We trust in the divine messages, the divine timing. We just trust. We have faith. We are not hoping, because we're not hopeless. Everything is working in our favor, even though you can't see it, right? That's the illusion, rubbing the eyes out, looking past the illusion. There is no timeline. And that's where you're going to find your authentic self, doing the work. And yes, you have emotions, but we've, all the stuff that we've learned since 2020, and maybe you've been on your spiritual journey longer, or maybe you just started, it doesn't matter. You're knowing, we know so much more, and we're practicing, and we're open. So things are speeding up and happening faster. Things are clicking and it reminds me of Lego, like blocks. Things are building up. We are making those connections. And it's amazing. I know that we're really reclaiming what we lost, what we forgot, who we absolutely are at a soul level. And we're saying, okay, this is who I am, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. And I'm going to sing. Even if someone might think that my singing's not fantastic, you know what? It doesn't matter. We got to stop doing that. We just got to be ourselves. And if they don't like it, that's their problem. That's their problem. So if you feel like singing, sing. If you feel like dancing, dance. If you feel like reclaiming the dreams that as a child you thought, we're lost, or we're told, oh, in this family, we don't dream. In this family, you have to make a lot of money. In this family, there isn't enough money. In this family, you have to be a doctor or a lawyer, or you're out. In this family, those molds, they don't hold anymore. They don't hold. They're old. They are old. So that is where the shadow work is coming in, because you're seeing shadows of your former selves, identification, body identification, and going, okay, you know what? That was all false. Some of it was true. I'm going to take these pieces out, and I'm going to work through my emotional body, not be my emotions, but, feel the feelings, right? The feelings, because we have been, shut down, numbed out, traumatized. We're all coming out of this. We're all coming out of this. So really, I would say creativity, and self-care, self-love, really your mornings. I have to say your mornings and your evenings are very important, how you start your day and how you end your day. I feel that's really important. So you let me know what you think about that. Tara Lynn is just saying she saw a heron on Sunday night while waiting for the fireworks. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the USA. Your 4th of July fireworks, I watched them with my dad, were amazing, spectacular. I was blown away. It reminds me of when we used to watch firework competitions in Calgary, where there would be countries from all over the world competing. So I really, I'm going to applaud you guys on the fireworks. In Canada, it was no, not even close. I mean, I heard fireworks going off, but there were a lot of places that were doing virtual Canada Day celebrations. So it definitely was not the same. But we do have a lot of fire bans in place because British Columbia and, very dry, just like California and just like many other places around the world, very dry. So we have to be, I guess, very aware of what's going on there as well. I did pull a card just for fun. So if you want to, catch the replay on video and see what it is, I asked, what is shadow work? I asked, how can we get started with shadow work if we've never done it before? I think it's just a recognition. When you ask that question, you can ask. You might not get the answer right away, but if you start writing, if you start meditating, because really it's a divine connection. It's a divine connection to source. And really it's important that we get back to those spaces of peace and quiet, whether you're walking in nature, whether you're really connecting, maybe you're washing dishes. It really doesn't matter, but maybe it's through prayer, because through prayer, we speak to God. In meditation, God speaks to us. And I'm quoting that from Edgar Cayce. So yeah, they're just asking as well, in regards to shadow work, what are the benefits of shadow work? Well, it's healing. I mean, that's the number one benefit. I mean, do you want to live the old narrative or do you want to expand? So I asked, and this was the card that came out. First breath, beginner's mind. Now, when I see the moon in the background, I also see, to me, that looks like Jupiter. You've almost looks like you've got that Mars energy as well. And interesting, we're talking about this, but there's a lot of planetary energy with this image. And there you are in the middle. And you also have the stars in the background, the cosmos. And it's a beginner's mind. So it's a fresh start and renewed curiosity, natural trust. So you're open to everything and attached to nothing. Open to everything and attached to nothing. I'm just showing the card on Instagram as well so you guys can see it. Let me know what you pick out of this card and what really shows up for you. But I'm just going to put it down here. And really we're leaving old stories behind. The old tales, those tall tales. I mean, fairy tales are great for the imagination. But, old stories and tales usually come with a lot of attachment and trauma. So you have arrived. There's nothing else you need to do but take the new world in that is revealing itself around you and trusting your natural curiosity. So we're not dwelling on the journey, because I hear that a lot. What's my path? What's my next step? When we keep asking those questions, it's almost like we get stuck in a loop. And I want to even say karmic, right? So take in the experience, the awe and wonder of your arrival, right? Even if it's a familiar place. So you've got to experience it for the first time. It's like, when a child sees something, even if they've seen it before, they're just like, wow, this is amazing. So, you are renewed and the old you is no longer your concern. So practicing, not labeling, not naming anything. And maybe there was a situation that was so difficult only a few days ago. right? Just be with it. You have already gone beyond it. You've overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough, they will. Don't squander the power of the first breath. Giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Why would you bother? Use this for new beginnings. Animate the world you can play and create in. We are all creators. We're here to play. And the magic of our words, and our thoughts, words, thoughts, they become things. So if you're speaking, and I'm getting a lot of lessons, I guess, and interesting stories, reconnecting with my father after, oh my gosh, I want to say 30 years. He's 72, bless his heart. But he'll say things like, I'm just difficult to live with. Oh, I can't do that. No, this is impossible. He really talks himself out of things and talks down about himself. So it's really heartbreaking to watch, but I know that I did that too. So, and he's really on his own for the first time. I asked him last night, when was the last time you actually lived alone or have been alone? And he said, very, very long time. It was like 2 years in his 20s. So, I believe, we're all relearning. We're catching ourselves more. We're not accepting the things that we would just accept. We're not saying, okay, I guess that's just the way it is. We're like, no, but we're also not fighting against it. We're going to see it and we're going to be like, okay, I'm seeing this. Believe me. There were times with my dad as well. He's just, he is stuck in his ways. And I don't say anything anymore. What are you going to do? Right? You can either fight or you can just see it and go, duly noted, universe. I'm understanding what you're showing me, maybe not at the time, but just not reacting to everything, just responding. And sometimes you don't even need a response. So definitely that's part of the shadow work, navigating new relationships with even family. And maybe you have family, but you are choosing not to be with them because it's toxic. And that's fine too. You have to have boundaries for yourself. So Karath is just saying, talk to the universe and find feather associates with answers you need. Yeah. And it's also a sign that angels are nearby too, right? So you have to think about that too. And definitely he's talking about expanding the comfort zone for bigger picture. Yeah, it definitely is a solution. Being very expansive, open to everything, attached to nothing. I always go back to Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer definitely, he is I want to call him the soul, the soul purpose grandfather, the grandfather of ego. I've said that a few times already, but I really appreciate what he is sharing with the world, continues to share with the world. Let me know who you love to follow or who words resonate with you. What books are you reading right now? I'm actually reading Arlene Dickinson's. It's an older book, but it's called Persuasion. And she is one of she's the founder of Venture, and she's on Dragon's Den in Canada, which is like Shark Tank in the United States. But her story is pretty inspirational. Single mom, 4 kids. Anyway, so, just thinking about that story or even your own story, you're only limited by your thinking. You're limited. So I really feel that the shadow work and the authentic self comes into play more and more. Even writing down, who am I? And you can just start writing. And then maybe write down another list and say, what are some shadow things that, I keep bringing up, that keep popping up into my narrative, that, where did they come from? really writing that out. It's like, I see it almost like a timeline. So you can look at that as well and then just go, wow, okay, I'm recognizing things and I'm going, no more, no more. So, just doing the shadow work is important. Recognizing that the ego, we're not identifying with anything. We're just open. We're open to everything and not identifying with this mind, right? But with the soul, with the heart, with the being. All right. Well, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, guys. As well, I always ask, if you're struggling with anything, please, share with me, leave a comment on the show. If you enjoyed hearing this, please share. Please rate and review wherever you listen on your podcasts as well. I appreciate you all. And send me, if you have guests or any topics you would like me to cover. Many times they've already been covered. Go to my YouTube page. Go there. There's quite a few teachings as well. And I am just going to share a few things. Of course, the dolphin is our power animal for July. I'm going to share that quickly. You're going to have to go back to the YouTube video for that one. And then the affirmation. I like creating affirmations, declarations, decrees. And I feel this is really fitting for when we're talking about shadow work. I am creating outside the lines. There's no structure. I wear the world loosely around my shoulders, not like this is how it should be. And I have the sense and intuitive genius to navigate each step in my life with complete faith. So I feel that was a really important affirmation for July. Yes, I'm doing Messages of Love, a group mediumship reading experience online, Sunday, July 18th. It's going to be every month, once a month. So comment love to get the link and to sign up for that. If you're interested, it's going to be a good night. And it's limited to 20 individuals. Okay. This is not going to be a big group reading. I want to keep this very sacred and full of love, of course, because it's a very, when I do mediumship, it's a sacred experience. It's a very personal experience. There are things that come through that I'm just not going to broadcast out live. I feel it's, I feel very entrusted and I feel very honored to do it, to share it. So, all right. And there is also the Unleash Your Magic Intuitive 101 mentorship. The next one starts in September. So it's going to be either a group of 8 as well as one-on-one. So comment magic for that as well. Yeah. I'm just looking to see. Yeah. See, here's the graphic for that. Power of 8, Unleash Your Magic. And then Unleash Your Soul's Purpose as well. This is still continuing. I've started this in February. This is still going. I love it. You can Instagram, you can check out my link on Linktree or in the bio, but it's weekly, every Saturday at 10 a.m. and new every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. So comment soul to get the link for that, or go to meetup.com and just, Google 24 Karat Healing, or, the group should be Healing Begins Where the Ego Ends. That is one of my, that is my tagline for the company. And I truly believe it. All right. So yeah, that's all I've got going on. And you know what? You guys have an amazing summer. Enjoy your summer. It's not like I'm not going to be here. I will be here in and out, throughout the week. But there won't be any more live shows, podcasts until September. And I want you all to have an amazing summer. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, wow. Hi, Patty. Yes, I'll send you the links. Yeah, there is an Unleash Your Soul's Purpose group meeting tonight at 7. So yeah, it's good to see you as well. And hope you're doing well. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your summer. And I hope to see you at either the mediumship readings, the new moon, the full moon events, and also the Unleash Your Soul's Purpose group meetings. And guys, take care. Please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Mwah.